All right, how's everybody doing today? Welcome back to You Don't Know Ball. So glad to have y'all here. And we're 50-50 with the face cam. This isn't going to be the best looking one. I'm making shift today, making it work. But look, we're going to much better quality coming tomorrow with the face cam. And besides that, let's get straight to it with our AFC East 3-round mock draft. Straight to it. All right, first on the clock, we got the Patriots, obviously. But again, it's tough because we do know QB's the biggest need. But I don't know. I really don't see the value with the other QBs at this point. And again, back to I know it's the easy pick, and the top part of these mocks is just top heavy with usually the talent's going to go. Also, let's just acknowledge right off the bat, another mock, Drake May going above Caleb Williams. I don't know what's going on with these mocks past couple days, but it doesn't really change much with us because we're going Marv right here to the Patriots. Just basically a foolproof pick on a team that has not been foolproof in the draft recently. And I think that, if you're the Patriots saying we need a surefire hitter this year. All right, on to number 10 with the Jets. Definitely going to think about this one because the way the board's falling is definitely very interesting so far. This really is such a tough pick because, again, in any other mock we've done recently and anything else, and most of the time you'd be seeing, they would very likely go O-line because, yes, we know we got to protect Rodgers. There's a lot of reasons, and I think they desperately need O-line. But in this draft right now where we got Brock Bowers falling to us, I mean, again, like I say too, if you're a team that doesn't have the tight end like I keep saying, I'll keep repeating myself like a broken record. It's showing more than ever over these past, 5-10 seasons, however you want to say it, that having that X factor tight end, I mean, it's just the QB's best friend. It makes everything easier, makes everybody's job on the offense so much easier. I mean, if you're the Jets, I feel like, again, back to the whole, I'm always going to say this with anybody. It's like if you have somebody that you're basically can be near certain on as a prospect that has an incredibly high floor, that at least they have an incredibly high floor. I mean, a guy like Brock Bowers, you can do a lot of things with. I'm so this is crazy, but Brock Bowers to the Jets. All right, pick 21, we got the Dolphins on the clock here. Let's see who we're going to cook up. I mean, again, after hitting the board here and really just looking at the value, this was one of the first ones today. I really don't have to think much about it at all. And we're just locking in Jackson Powers Johnson right here. I think, wherever you want to plug him on the interior, you need interior. It's simple as that. All right, on to pick 28 here. We got the Buffalo Bills. All right, this is the first one today. I really had to sit here for a minute, really think about it. And the reason was because it was the first thing I thought of. I really do try not to go with like the easy, obvious one as often as I can, right? Like I try to, switch things up unless it's absolutely necessary. And I feel like the way the board's falling right now, I'm just being real with you. I look at it and I'm like, I got it. We got to go with popular, just easy pick here because with Keon Coleman, it's like, again, I'll repeat myself about him too, where so many things you got to love. But what we worry about is how much he can separate once he gets to the league. I think if you're saying, though, look, we're putting him next to Diggs or however the situation falls, I just think no matter what, he's going to be a guy getting a lot of targets in Buffalo right off the bat. They need a big target for Josh Allen. I mean, this is definitely one of the prime landing spots for him. And the way the board's falling right now, got to put him in Buffalo. All right, on to the Patriots here at pick 34. I'll say as far as the board's falling, I didn't really have to think about this one too much. Taking a look, just give it a look over. We're saying we got to get our QB. I mean, Michael Penix sitting right here for us. Pair him up with Marv. And however you want to go about this, you want to give him some time to sit and sacrifice the present for the future. Hey, however you want to go about this, I think Michael Penix's development will be interesting. But I think the Patriots could be kind of a sneaky spot for him. And if they fell this way, I mean, great value. All right, the Dolphins back on the clock here at pick 53. I mean, the way the board is falling to me right now, like, this is borderline insanity because I would have never thought this would have happened. And I don't know if I've seen this. I mean, I haven't seen this. I don't believe. Wow, we're going to go. I mean, again, back to, I don't know how you feel about Tua. And you look at the stats and you're saying he just led the league in passing. I don't know how else to say it other than we're seeing the way the league is changing. If you don't pay the guy who's the guy, and then you move and then all that cap goes into him and then you don't have to spend elsewhere, you got to re-sign guys. We've seen the trend. I think more and more teams are picking up on this. Look, J.J. McCarthy's sitting right here. Give yourself a Jordan Love situation at worst. Give yourself we give Tua one more year, and if we don't, we move on immediately. Again, you could play this a lot of ways. You could give Tua 2 year after this, let J.J. develop more and see how you feel. Regardless of how you feel about it, I feel like this is just fantastic value for your second round pick. And I'm sorry. Like, if a lot of Dolphins fans might not gonna love this one. This is gonna be one that would really separate people. But I'm sorry. I'm saying JJ McCarthy right here. The Dolphins is insane. But all right, pick 60 onto the Buffalo Bills. So after thinking about it, as much as I want to take a tackle off the board here because that is definitely the most pressing next need. I think it's more. I'm thinking it's like, I don't know how comfortable I am. I haven't seen, honestly, too much of the tackles on the board right now. I still have a lot of tackles to get to. And with that said, because I'm on this guy, what I do know is I like Devondre Sweat a lot. And also, obviously, one of very pressing need if you're a Bills fan, and if you're the Bills, is you need to get that interior going. And we know the Bills need pass rushers. I've been saying this for years now. Get yourself Devondre Sweat on that interior, and fantastic value in the second round. On to pick 68, we got the Patriots. All right, definitely back to having to really think this one over. This one took me a lot of time. But I've come to my final decision here where the way the board's falling, I'm saying, for the Patriots, we're doubling up on receiver. We desperately need help there. We got to give, Penix, back to whether he's playing this year, next, whatever. We got to give him help for the future, and we need help now. And I'm saying we're taking us the son of the legend himself, and mine is just that. A guy who's put out a lot of good film, great size for the position, and obviously back to he has the intangibles. There's no doubt about it. If you're the Patriots, the intangibles, I feel like that's just, even though Bill's not there anymore, I think this still is going to be very, they're building it a certain way. A lot of these people in the building were still in the building with Bill, right? Like, I think Brandon Rice right here to the Patriots sounds like a great landing spot to me. All right, pick 72 onto the Jets. All right, so we're going to have a little bit of fun with this pick here. But I'm being serious when I tell you, looking over the board, again, like I said too, I haven't gotten to tons of tackles yet. So with the knowledge that I have on tackles, combined with the fact that I'm looking and I'm saying, I'm looking over the board and the needs, and I'm saying to myself, there's something that really does stand out to me here where it's just so outlandish, but it just might work. What I'm thinking is, a guy who I think maybe is kind of slipping through the cracks here with people for a few reasons. Somebody who's put out definitely a fair amount of very, very interesting tape, to say the least. And a guy who, like he said himself, has played in 4 different offenses now. He's just got a lot of knowledge about the game, and he's had to transition through in a lot of different ways. Hey, I'm going to say this. A-Rod's already accustomed to it, and as much as he didn't like it the first time, I think he'll understand it much more now. It makes a lot more sense now. He's getting older. He understands. He doesn't have it forever. And you get a guy like Spencer Rattler on that rookie deal, and you just let him sit, learn, digest behind A-Rod. And in the third round, to me, that sounds like it could be potentially the best landing spot for Spencer. Obviously, this really happening. I don't know. The Jets might be a little bit scared off by somebody of Spencer Rattler's play style. They just took a Zach Wilson. I get it. Hey, all I'm going to say is this. Like I said, my opinion about Spencer Rattler is what it is because of what I've watched. And I'm not the Jets, but if I was in this position, we're locking in Spencer Rattler right here. As crazy that is, too. This has been a very interesting mock. All right, and to close us out here, we got the Bills at pick 99. And truly, this was really the last one, and I didn't have to think too much about it because, I'm taking a look at value, and I'm saying to myself, look, we're the Bills. We're saying we need a DB. We got Jerry Jones sitting right here. I love this pick right here to Buffalo, and that'll close us out for today's mock. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed, drop a like, drop a sub. We'd love to see you back. Have a great rest of your day.